So as you guys know, I have an orchid garden outdoors, and I'm capable of having this beautiful orchid garden because of this beautiful, beautiful tree that acts as a garden protector. And I've had this tree, I don't know, it's been about over 15 years of relationship with this tree here. And me and this tree has really gotten close. I mean, over 15 years of relationship here. I've been dependent on this tree for many things. From my peace of mind, my relaxation, my orchid garden. This tree has seen me at my highs and my lows. So yeah, I even did a video all about this tree. If you guys want to see that video, click right here and it'll tell you exactly how important this tree means to me and exactly what this tree stands for. Because this isn't just a tree, I see this as a symbol of strength, perseverance, and survival on so many levels. And as you can see, it is a pretty huge tree because it does house my garden. The unfortunate reality of it, folks, is that my tree is pretty large. It is pretty huge, and it's grown up so much that it's grown into the electrical wires. So that poses as a definite problem. And what the electrical technician actually explained is the fact that they have to cut away at least 10 feet from those electrical wires. So yeah, they're gonna be cutting a huge part of my tree. And you guys have seen exactly how awful of a job that they can do when it comes to cutting down branches. I mean, they actually do a hack job and they're not concerned at all what it looks like. So that is my biggest fear. Oh my gosh, this is the moment that I feared. So here I am, folks, just in my garden. I'm actually enjoying and really appreciating my tree right now. Yes, indeed, this is my orchid tree, my heart and soul of my garden. My mother actually gave me this tree. It was a small propagation from her tree, nothing but a branch that was in a pot, and when we moved into this house, I went ahead and planted it into the ground. And it grew to be this massive, beautiful orchid tree. And every year it gives me 2 sets of blooms where they bloom these gorgeous yellow flowers. Yeah, so many memories, such significance and symbolism in my life here, this gorgeous tree. And today it will be changed forever. And just not a happy camper right now, folks. And although I know that they're not completely taking my tree down, whew, what a relief. But I also know that they are going to do quite a lot of damage to the branches. And I don't know how many branches I will have left. And I don't even know if it'll be sufficient enough to be capable of protecting my orchids any longer. So that is a major fear that I have right now. What am I gonna do if I can no longer have my orchid garden? I mean, that'll absolutely break my heart. And I don't know, I'm just kind of a bit confused here. I'm sad, I'm heartbroken, I'm frightful. I know that my orchid garden is going to change. I know my tree is going to be damaged. And I'm just a nervous wreck right now. I mean, again, I just have grown to really love and appreciate this tree right here. And I can't bear to know that it's going to be cut away, or a lot of its branches will be at least. And I don't know, I'm hoping that they don't leave me with a skeleton of a tree here. Oh, my gorgeous orchid tree. And what's even worse is that I almost feel like I want to protect it. I mean, you know, is there something I can do? I told my husband yesterday that I was actually going to handcuff myself to my tree and tell them, if the tree comes down, I come down. But yeah, he kind of warned me not to get arrested, so that's not a part of the plan today, at least. But yeah, I just feel helpless. I feel like, I don't know, a little bit of a sense of abandonment where I can't do anything for my tree at this point. And I'm like, oh, my beloved tree, know that I love you and I appreciate you. And, you know, this is the course of life, you know. And again, it is for electrical issues, electrical safety. So it definitely has to be done. I understand that, you know. But it doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, I'm losing out on my tree, you know, or a great portion of it. There was never a moment of time where I felt like I would have to do without this tree or without a huge portion of this tree. You know, you think it's permanent, you think that it's stable, and you think that it'll always be here and nothing will ever change. And in fact, within a blink of an eye, the whole curtain can come down and the show can be absolutely over. And I say absolutely over in the regards of having my orchid garden outdoors, because I don't even know if I'll be able to do that after they do their damage to my tree. I don't know if I'll get sufficient covering for my orchids, so that's up in the air. Yeah, just a lot of things to think about here, and you know, try to come up with solutions, because I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point, if that happens. And they actually told me yesterday that I was supposed to remove my orchids from the tree if I didn't want them to get damaged. And yeah, I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I was so heartbroken and disheartened that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And I was also a bit angry. I guess this is the rebellious side of me. I refuse to take my orchids down. And also wishful thinking, because I'm hoping that maybe they see that I really keep up this orchid tree, and I do have a lot of my plants, my orchids in this tree. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe they'll be a little bit more mindful. Again, wishful thinking. So they're still in my tree. It is what it is. And what is to come is to come. As you can see, each and every one of my orchids are in its exact same place, and they haven't been moved, and we are here to stay. That's my stance on it. Hope that it doesn't prove to be disastrous. I have always known my tree to be so strong, so resilient. I mean, it's been through so much already. From the winds, the rains, the stormy weather, and even hurricanes. And yet and still, it stands strong. And I know it'll survive even this. Everything will be all right. I know. And yet and still, we will survive, maintain, and move forward. That's what we do, folks, right? That's what we do. I did see the electrical company down the street, so they are beginning to chop down trees, and they're headed my way. So this is my final time of relaxation with my tree. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and, you know, again, spend a little more time with my tree, and I'll update you guys when the electrical company gets here, because I definitely will be watching every move that they do. And I'm hoping maybe the camera will make them a little bit nervous and they won't be so anxious to chop away. Maybe they'll be a little bit more courteous. Who knows? But anyways, I will have them on camera. So yeah, I'm putting them on blast. Whatever they do, it'll be shown to the whole wide world. At least to you guys. Well, anyways, I'll be back again. And there they are, all the way down the street. Just chopping and hacking away. Yeah, I'm getting even more nervous, because I'm seeing that they're going to cut a quarter of my tree, because they're cutting all the trees back. I was thinking they were just going to cut a V shape because my tree was into the wire, but no, I think they're going to cut a good quarter or even a half of my tree. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, and like I said, the moment I feared, there they are at my neighbor's yard right now. And it appears that they're climbing into the actual trees. I thought they were going to have some sort of bucket truck, but yeah, so they are going to be climbing in my tree as well. Yikes. Okay, so they're complete with my neighbor's tree, and as you can see, they cut quite a bit off, and they are making their way to my tree. So yeah, now it's my turn, and we'll see exactly what happens to this tree. And there he goes. And you're just pulling away, pulling away. Yep. All of my lovely branches, taking away a whole lot of shade as well. My beautiful, beautiful tree. Makes me just want to cry. And all I can do is watch. And those are all the branches so far. Don't fall in my garden. And the pile of my branches just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes, these are branches from my beautiful orchid tree right here. Just unbelievable how many branches have been taken down. And the scariest part about this, guys, is depending on how much of my tree comes down will actually determine if I can actually have an orchid garden in my backyard. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
I think that's it for today.
And from the street side, you can really get a better view of how much my tree had to be cut back. So yeah, that's like more than half of the top of the tree right there. So as you can see, these gentlemen right here worked really hard on my tree, and it had to be done. Again, safety issues with electrical. So yeah, I just thank these guys that they were courteous enough to remind me that my tree, some of it was coming down, and they did an excellent, excellent job. And let's go check out my garden and see if I'm still able to have an orchid garden. Is this the end of my orchid adventures? Oh, I do hope it's not, folks. So here we are, and we are noticing that it's still shady in certain portions of my garden, so that tells us it is still providing some covering. And let's go ahead and take a look on the other side here. Yeah, we're still getting some shading. A lot brighter, of course. But you know, that is to be expected when take a look. A lot of branches are now missing off of here, but like I said, guys, it could have been a whole lot worse. And this was a safety issue with the power lines, so you guys know how dangerous that can be. And also with the hurricanes that come through here, it definitely could pose as a threat and a danger. We are definitely gonna make do with what we have. You guys know that if there is a will, there definitely is a way, and I am one that is determined to find that way. So indeed, folks, we progress forward still. And there you have it, folks. That is the dreaded adventure of my precious orchid tree coming down. or at least a good portion of it. I thank you guys so much for joining with me here on my orchid adventures. You guys know I could not do this alone. I'm so thankful that I have my orchid family that I can lean on in times like this. Make sure to tell me exactly what you guys think about the whole situation that has just occurred. And of course, if you guys have any tips or suggestions on what I can do to better my situation, I'd really appreciate your feedback on this, guys, because I'm gonna need all the help that I can get. And I do hope you guys like this video, even though it was a bit nerve-wracking for me here. But you guys know what? I think I came out of this pretty good. I mean, matters could have been far worse. Trust me, it could. I have seen, you know, these types of jobs where it really didn't come out well for the tree owners. So, yeah, I'm just very thankful. I believe they were very courteous in how they worked in my garden. So, yeah, very happy. No branches in my garden. They really did a bang-up job. So again, it could have been far worse than what it is. And if you guys like this video, please be sure to like, share, and also subscribe. Also turn on that bell notification button so that you guys will know exactly when I do post a new video. And I do thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure, and I do hope that you will join me on so many more. And with that being said, you guys already know that I truly do love and appreciate each and every one of you guys all, and I will see you guys later, and I'll also grow with you guys later as well. Bye bye for now. Mwah.